Today on Husky News Network, Northeastern runners preparing for the Boston Marathon.
My primary goal and just having fun with everything.
A new center for social change opens on campus.
We felt a real need to try to address issues of both the connection between media and communities.
And a club giving Northeastern students the chance to dance.
We just want to get everyone dancing pretty much because we all love it and are super passionate about it.
Husky News starts now.
Hello and welcome to Husky News Network. I'm Aparna Shekhar.
And I'm Alana Gersten. A historic Boston tradition is coming up. The Boston Marathon is set to take place on Monday.
This year marks 10 years since the Boston Marathon bombings in 2013. The city of Boston has continued to showcase its grit and resilience every year since by gathering together to cheer on the runners and celebrate triumphs both on and off the course.
Members of Northeastern Club Running are gearing up for the marathon as well. The club looks forward to representing Northeastern and pushing themselves to the finish line. Bridget Boast has more.
NU Club Running presents an opportunity for all Northeastern students who love to run to continue to do so in college.
My name is Juliette Stubbs. I'm studying sociology and international affairs combined major, and I'm originally from San Francisco, California. The year after COVID, kind of ran by myself for about a year because clubs weren't meeting, and then this past fall, the fall before this one, I kind of reintroduced myself to the running club and found a lot of other like-minded people who loved long-distance running. And then we all crazily decided to get into marathons and training for marathon, and so then we all did it together.
Mike Andresic and Matt Petrosili are joining Stubbs in running the 2023 Boston Marathon.
I've run Boston before, so this is my second year, but last year I made it like 15 miles and then I actually got hypothermia and I passed out. Every run it's hard to get through unless you're thinking of like the goal you have, which is like doing well at the Boston Marathon.
With the marathon quickly approaching on April 17th, the runners are both nervous and excited. Let's hear from them.
In order to run the Boston Marathon, one of the ways you can do it is by getting a time qualifier. So part of my training last year was building up to run the Providence Marathon. I'm feeling excited. Training's been going pretty well. For me, like at this point, just like staying healthy is kind of my primary goal and just having fun with everything.
In total, 15 members of NU Club Running are participating in the Boston Marathon. Come out and support your fellow Huskies. I'm Bridget Boast with Husky News.
Northeastern Center for Communication, Media Innovation and Social Change launched at a kickoff event in early April.
A part of the College of Arts, Media and Design, it is the third center open since CAMD was founded. Ziyu Peng speaks to Meredith Clark, an associate professor of journalism at Northeastern and the center's founding director.
Recently launched the center hopes to consider how the practice of journalism has sometimes hurt disadvantaged groups.
There are harmful practices that are embedded in journalism as it's practiced in the US as we know it, that are on the record for harming different groups of people, but that is the way that this particular media form is practiced. And so my question is, how do you develop alternative approaches to some of that harmful reporting and do it in ways that addresses the harms that you've caused in the past and mitigates or eliminates harms that you're causing in the present?
Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter Jonathan Kaufman, director of the School of Journalism, says the 2020 murder of George Floyd made him question the ethical role of journalism in society.
We felt a real need to try to address issues of both the connection between media and communities, the role that media plays in social change, and the broader role that communications play in social change. So I think for me and for the School of Journalism, it's really a way to show our engagement in these really pressing moral issues.
So this center is actually initiated by CAMD. They hope to promote social justice through media and research. Now let's talk to Dean Wells and find out more.
And I think the thing that Meredith and the whole center in general really brings is it emphasizes and gives a focal point for some of our priorities around things like community engagement and social justice and understanding changing media landscapes, which infuse obviously our research life and also inside our classrooms.
The center formally opened with a launch event earlier this month. This is Ziyu Peng, Husky News.
A new bubble tea cafe is setting up shop in Curry Student Center. Boba Paws held its grand opening last week, joining the ranks of popular spots like Starbucks and Popeyes. The cafe features an array of classic boba teas, fruit teas, and smoothies, which can be ordered with Husky dollars and meal swipes. A statement from Northeastern's dining services says Boba Paws stands out with its unique connection to the school's Husky mascot. But lifelong bubble tea fan and fourth-year student Izzy Harris believes the change wasn't necessary, as Boba Paws is now one of more than 15 cafes selling bubble tea within a mile of campus.
People don't really want another boba place because there's such a high saturation that people are going to go to places that are higher quality, and Northeastern kind of missed the bar with the boba.
Popular bubble tea places like Gong Cha and Kung Fu Tea sit right on Huntington Avenue with Boba Paws, and they're known for their big menus and authentic Asian flair. But according to a survey by Northeastern Dining, 30% of students were looking for their bubble tea fix right here on campus. For students willing to give Boba Paws a try, they can find it between Sweet Tomatoes and Burger 373 in Curry Student Center. If you are thirsty for boba, Aparna has more on where to find this popular drink around our Boston campus.
Thanks, Alana. Here you can see all the boba shops within a 1-mile radius from campus. While most boba shops seems to be concentrated in and around Newbury, there are many new shops cropping up about the Fenway area as well. The general trend is that many of these spots are located close to MBTA tea stations. Mr. T is a well-reviewed boba shop, a short walk from the Copley Tea Station, and if you're ever in the vicinity of Fenway Park, 10-1 Tea House is a high-end bubble tea shop to try, located just a few steps from Target. Keep watching, we have more news for you after the break.
Coming up on Husky News, a fraternity getting pied for charity,
to dedicate ourselves to a cause to helping victims,
a student providing sustainable clothing to campus,
and then at the same time I want to really give back to the community,
and a no audition dance crew letting students shine.
We just want to get everyone dancing pretty much because we all love it and are super passionate about it.
Stay tuned.
Americans, there's one thing we can all agree on: the promise of our Constitution, and the hope that liberty and justice is for all people. But here's the truth. Attacks on our constitutional rights, yours and mine, are greater than they've ever been. The right for all to vote, reproductive rights, the rights of immigrant families, the right to equal justice for Black, brown, and LGBTQ+ folks.
We protect everyone's rights: the freedom of religion, the freedom of expression, racial justice, LGBTQ rights, the rights of the disabled. We are here for everyone.
For over 100 years, the ACLU has fought on behalf of millions of Americans, protecting our vote and our voice. I believe in the ACLU because they're for real. To learn more about how the ACLU is fighting for your rights and mine, go to myaclu.org today.
Welcome back to Husky News, and I'm Aparna Shekhar.
And I'm Alana Gersten. Some fraternity members are getting messy for a good cause. Members of Delta Tau Delta held a fundraiser on Curry Quad to raise money for victims of sexual assault. People passing by could Venmo the brothers for a chance to pie them. The money goes to Boston Area Rape Crisis Center, or BARC. The philanthropy chair says it's especially important that his fraternity supports this charity to fight against stereotypes present in Greek life culture and to help victims.
especially there's a big stereotype going around Greek life, and it's really important to dedicate ourselves to a cause to helping victims of sexual assault and rape, and doing everything we can to raise money to support those who have endured that trauma, and also promote resources that can help people prevent them as well.
In a span of a few hours, the brothers raised more than $800. Members of the fraternity routinely hold such fundraisers in the Krentzman Quadrangle, Centennial Common, and the Curry Quad.
A Northeastern student is helping create an environment for sustainable fashion, while also giving back to the Boston community. Carter Wolf runs a pop-up second-hand clothing shop on Centennial Common that has just opened back up for spring. In the fall, the store would typically have around 50 customers each time it was up, with most students stopping by just to browse. 25% of all the sales is donated to Boston Partners in Education, a local charity. Wolf says the goal of the store is to show how good sustainable fashion is, while also helping out the Boston community.
I'd say the main purpose behind the pop-up shop was to increase students' understanding of what sustainable clothing is, but I really want to dispel the belief that like vintage clothing and used clothing is dirty or ratty or whatever people may say about it. So I want to spread that, and then at the same time I want to really give back to the community of the greater Boston area.
Wolf says he's planning to have the shop up every other Friday, but unpredictable weather makes it difficult to guarantee.
Northeastern University is home to more than a dozen student dance clubs, many of which specialize in specific styles like hip-hop, ballroom, and various international dances.
But at No Limits Dance Crew, a no-audition dance club, members are free to explore all of these styles and more.
Katie Mogg looks into what makes this club so unique.
Second-year psychology major Amelia Carlin spent her childhood and teen years doing ballet and contemporary dance. When Carlin transitioned to college life, she wanted to try something new in a low-pressure environment. Soon after, Carlin realized No Limits Dance Crew was the perfect place to start.
One of the things I love about doing No Limits is that it reminds me a lot of the dance I did in high school, and so it's very comforting. It feels like a little bit of home that I can find here that brings together like-minded people. I like that it's no commitment, that it just feels like something that you set aside 1 or 2 hours of the week for.
Every dance performed by No Limits is choreographed by students. This semester, third-year psychology major Sarah Michael is one of the choreographers. After competitively dancing throughout high school, Michael wanted to take a break from the stress. But joining No Limits has reignited her love for the craft.
Right, left.
She says her goal as a choreographer is to make her dancers feel safe and welcome to explore their abilities.
I know that a lot of people come in really nervous because they've never done hip-hop before or danced before, so I wanted to give people that environment of safety and assurance, but also having fun at the same time. Really, I gained a lot of friends from this club and just met so many new different people.
For club members like Carlin and Michael, No Limits Dance Crew is a way to meet new people who share a common interest and form a tight-knit community. But Jasmine Winchester, an executive board member of the club, explains that forming such an inclusive environment is a vast undertaking. This semester, it means managing 25 choreographers and more than 250 dancers.
No Limits Dance Crew is the largest dance organization on campus. Everyone can come and try out whatever dances and whatever styles, and you can sign up for whatever dance you want to be in. Part of the mission of the club is definitely the inclusivity piece, because we're no audition. We just want to get everyone dancing pretty much because we all love it and are super passionate about it.
No Limits Dance Crew rounds off each semester with a recital showcasing their work. Whether you want to dance for the first time or fine-tune your skills or simply meet someone new, club members say No Limits Dance Crew is the place to be. This is Katie Mogg for Husky News.
We have our Husky News reporter, Katie Mogg, to tell us more about the No Limits Dance Crew. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, Aparna. Thanks for having me.
So, Katie, you have been to actually one of their rehearsals. What is the atmosphere like? Are they really friends in the rehearsal and outside of it too?
Absolutely. The dancers are really close and they spend a lot of time socializing, but they also get down to business and practice their dances too. It really seems like the rehearsals are a good time for them to let off steam, but also get some exercise in.
That's great. When can we actually see some of these dances on stage? Like, you've been working all semester. When do we actually see it in action?
Yeah, this semester's No Limits Dance Crew Showcase is April 23rd at 7:30 p.m. in Blackman Auditorium.
Thank you so much. That's all the news we have for you today.
From all of us here at Network, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.